Hi, guys. I'm back. I'm sorry. Things got interrupted. I had somebody calling me. My brother was calling me to talk about plans for stuff. And so, anyways, I apologize that kind of just got dropped. I tried to, um, thank you. I tried to keep going, and um, after the phone call came through and interrupted, it wasn't reconnecting right. So then I just decided to just end it and restart. So, anyways, okay, we're back. Um, if you guys have any specific questions about any of it, let me know. I think I hit most of the major points I wanted to, just with making it a continual conversation, being able to be your own advocate. And I know I've talked about that in the terms of like in medical circumstances with your doctors, but I think it's just as important with teachers to be able to be your own advocate and to be able to communicate about that stuff and have that communication, that conversation about it. And I think it's just as important to make sure that you're feeling listened to and heard and understood in that circumstance as it is with your doctor. Um, I think both are really important. Both are super necessary. Um, and both kind of determine the foundation you lay for success in that area. Um, so, yeah, that was the biggest points I wanted to get across. If you have any specific questions, let me know. I know somebody had mentioned um, not being as involved, and I talked about that super important to be involved because they need your voice. They need your voice saying your experiences because nobody else is going to be able to explain it the way you can. Nobody else is experiencing it the way you do, and that's an important difference. So, even if all you brought to them was like a piece of homework saying, I need help with this, that alone would be huge. That would make a huge, huge difference. Even if you didn't go into even explaining anything about Turner's or NVLD, just a I don't get this in super general terms. Um, I think that alone would make a huge difference. And then maybe adding, like, I don't get this element of it, or this element of it makes it hard. Because I know for me, it was the more less concrete ideas and concepts that really threw me off. And I think that is something that can feel a little intimidating to try to communicate because you're like, how do I even explain this? But I don't think it really. I don't think that not being perfect in how you communicate that and fully explain it, I don't think that has to be perfect for even trying to make a difference. Um, I think it could help either way. So yeah, I think I think no matter what, that would be good. Um, and I did like the point that was made in the comments about, you know, eventually you're going to get to the point where you need to be your own advocate. And starting now would give you a chance to kind of get used to it, get on your own 2 feet with it, and kind of get experience doing that before it's all on you. Um, because especially as you get older, things get a little more complicated with what you're trying to advocate for yourself with, as far as meds and possible surgeries or possible options for infertility. Um, what else? There's so much. And in college, there's so much more expected of you as far as they're not going to hold your hand and tell you what to do. They expect you to do the work of figuring out what you need to do and seeking out that information and talking to people when you need to. Putting a lot more of that responsibility on you at that point. So then there's even more that you have circumstance wise that you're having to advocate for yourself with, or possibly advocating for yourself with, depending on what the circumstance is. Yeah. So I think that can be super important. And that's a really good point that you're starting to kind of get used to doing that now, before it is that all on you. If that makes sense. I hope that helps. I hope that was a little insight into what my experience was. If you guys have any other questions about it, I could certainly answer more. If you wanted more videos on this, let me know what types of topics within this you would like to hear more about. Yeah. I think as far as having confidence to do it, it's kind of just stepping out of your comfort zone and just doing it. You know, they're not going to hold anything against you by you saying, I struggle with this. I know it can feel intimidating sometimes to try to explain it. I definitely had moments of feeling intimidated by trying to explain how I struggled with this, because it was very problem by problem with how much of a struggle it really was. Sometimes I really could get it based off the problem. Other times it was a complete foreign language to me. And that's another element of it that's hard, and you kind of just have to go case by case, situation by situation, and class by class, because each math class is going to be different. Like I said, algebra I did so much better with than geometry. Like, so much better with than geometry. So that was also, I felt a little more confident with that. Yeah, there was definitely differences in the types of math I was dealing with and how it impacted me. The heavier the word problems were, honestly, the harder it got for me. I I do not do well with word problems, which is interesting because it's really explaining a real life example, but it's not giving you the way, like, it's a less concrete way of doing it. It's not showing you the equation. You have to come up with the equation yourself. So that was the difference for me, was it was much less concrete concepts you were given. Anyways, yeah. So I hope that helps. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their Thursday. We have a Bible Moments video coming up tomorrow, that I'm super excited about. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this and it helped you. Like I said, if there are any questions, leave them in the comments, and I would be happy to talk about it more. And if you have any Turner Syndrome video ideas of what you would like to see me talk about, leave that in the comments as well. And I will try to put that on my list of Turner's topics. That's literally a list I have going of things I want to talk about, because they randomly come into my head. So, anyways, yeah, okay. I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful rest of your day.